at the Seattle Sounders game. Family vacation.
Correct.
Guys behind us spent 90 minutes swearing like crazy. We're a visitor in their stadium. Did we buy tickets in the rowdy zone? I don't know, but didn't say anything until the dude behind me got around and got in our face and said, "You guys need to stand up." And then, "Don't you want the Sounders to win?" I don't give a damn if the Sounders win. So I'm like, all right, he's obviously started a confrontation. Now I'm going to say something. And I told the wife to take the kids and leave just in case. That's when I thought it was appropriate. When he was ready to engage and got in my face, then it was time. This particular instance, were they rude? Were they out of line? Wouldn't have done it.
How
Now,
dare you.
all those questions are true. Like that I just asked you, I didn't know if the guy who confronted me had just gotten out of prison, was packing heat, was drunk. I think he was pretty drunk. I didn't know any of those. Was he an aspiring MMA guy? I didn't know any of those questions. But that was my time and place.
You ever watch the show Newsroom on HBO?
No.
Okay, you should. Will McAvoy, the main character, he had a mission to civilize. That's what he used to always say. I have my own mission. I have a mission to respond when things are not right.
Okay.
This was not right. I had to say something.
But you also said, when asked the question, when I said that, a wise man once say to me, you have to choose which hills you want to charge up. Your response was?
All of them.
And that is now.
In this world, my friend. People should be better. They should
leave
say
your blood on other people's shirts.
They should say things. Needs to be said.
248-539-9797. Mike in Allen Park. Hi, Mike.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Good.
I have a theory on all of this. First of all, somebody you open a door for a lady and she doesn't say thank you. I really don't care if she doesn't say thank you, because I was raised a certain way, and that's not necessary for me to. But then there was a situation once I was in a theater with my little son watching a movie, and these people in front were talking excessively loud, and people were just looking at them. And I said, politely, "You don't mind, sir? We're trying to watch this movie." And he told me to go jump in a lake, but not in that way to my son. And I said, "That's not appropriate." And he told me, "If you don't like it, And so I went out and talked to the movie theater people, and I said, "We're having an issue here." And he came out, and it got kind of ugly. But at the end of the day, I was right. And the bottom line is, if it bothered me that bad, I will say something if I'm pressed in a corner. And other than that, I don't need the person to say thank you or wave, letting them out, if they're in a car, or stand up for a lady when she leaves the table, or just do those things. I don't need that. But if something is an issue that it's going to be really bothersome, I will say something, and then how do you make a determination how much, how bad is it in that situation?
And Mike, you're a hero. You're a hero to your kid now for saying something to that gentleman that was very rude in the movie theater. Doug can't relate. He doesn't see movies.
No, I can't. But I said something when the line was crossed at that game. I was at.
True.
Well, at the end of the day, my son, it made him nervous. I felt bad afterwards because he was little. It made him nervous because the guy was a bigger guy, much bigger guy than me. But, there's that level of temperament that you get to once you cross that line. And it does really, at the end of the day, I did what I needed to do, but I still to this day, we even talked about he's a grown man now. It probably wasn't one of my best days.
Well, let me back up, Mike. Would you have done what Rieger did on the golf course?
Of course he would.
No, I would have handled it differently. I would have went up to them and say, "Listen, guys, can we get ahead of you? Blah blah blah."
I did say that.
Because they could have been novice and never really golfed before, don't know the etiquette. So, by getting in their face and doing that, if you're going to get in their face and say, "Listen, get out, okay, whatever," then you're going to deal with whatever the repercussions.
Yeah, I like the way the guy that made the comments while driving away is portraying himself as a man.
Hero.
Hero.
I am a hero. Doug, I don't know why I'm going to do this because I already know the answer. Have you ever seen the movie with Michael Douglas, where he's wearing the button-down short-sleeve shirt, Falling Down, I believe it's called?
Yeah, I've not seen that movie, but I'm familiar with it.
Well, he was a hothead.
You're a hero.
He had road rage. It's not like a Michael Douglas from Falling Down. I don't have road rage. I just think certain times in certain instances, you got to say something, and you can't worry about if a guy just got out of jail or if he's going to punch you in the face.
Well, let's go to Mike.
And yes, I did say it driving away.
Hi, Mike.
Hey guys, I got the perfect resolution to this problem, and I've used it several times, especially if there's a five-some ahead of you. All you do is take the scorecard, you dial the number, you get the pro shop, and you say, send a ranger out here. I got a five-some ahead of me. They're going really slow, and they've been backing us up for a few holes, and you'll get a ranger out there immediately, and they will break them up because you can't have a five-some. They won't allow it.
Here's the problem. There may have not been any rangers. It was a bad golf course. I mean, it was cheap. It was $20 for 18 holes plus a cart. So I guess I should not be surprised that a five-some did not let us pass.
My man here was playing a low-end golf facility.
Inkster Valley.
Which, well, I've never played there. It was based upon your description of what I'm going with here.
I do not suggest it.
You kind of get what you pay for then.
I guess. It doesn't matter. Like, people are people, and everybody that, isn't doesn't show courtesy, I think should be put in their place. That's all. I'm looking at this tech attack.
To what cost to you? Like,
nothing was going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I weighed out the risk and reward. I did.
Okay, what is the risk?
The risk was, I mean, I guess they could have, like, we're probably 200 yards away from them at this point. Maybe 150, okay?
200 yards?
Yeah, maybe 150. When it decided to yell.
Are you sure they even heard you? Which is hard for me to imagine.
No, I have no idea. They might not have.
No, they heard him. They heard him in the golf course.
They may not have, but I did quickly. Risk and reward. Reward, I feel really good about what I did. Risk, I guess 5 guys could jump in their golf cart, follow me around the little golf track, and eventually try to kick my ass.
The cart path? They could have
Yes.
followed you on the cart path?
Yes, that's the term. They
Golf
could have.
track.
It's so funny. I mean, like, I find it amazing. That you and people listening, I'm looking at all this negative ticket text here that I should not have said anything. In every man's life, women too, there is a point where you just got to say something.
I completely agree.
Okay.
For you, it's every time.
That's not true.
You said you charge up every hill.
I try to. I don't always do it. Sometimes I show some restraint.
240.
It's not like I'm this guy driving around and if I'm stuck behind a red light and nobody's going, I'm honking my horn. I don't do any of that.
You are, you're road rage to real life.
No. Somebody says on the ticket text I should be a triple R, road rage Rieger. That is not called for.
Doug, I've got a good example of him having road rage.
Evan, our webmaster, is actually live streaming this conversation on Facebook Live.
Driving back from the Lions practice maybe 2 years ago, this guy was so crazy, just slammed into somebody on the lodge.
That is an outright lie.
Did you hit somebody on the lodge?
I did, but I wasn't crazy. I just wasn't paying attention,
Started
maybe.
flipping out afterwards.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Have you played golf with Jeff Rieger?
He has yelled so loud on the course next to the clubhouse after hitting the clubhouse with a golf ball.
Yeah.
The F-bomb as loud as you could yell.
But hold on. First of all, if you it shows my power if I'm hitting the clubhouse. That's number one.
He
Number
was like
2.
80 yards out.
I thought I could hit it 80 yards. The second thing, though, is I never claim to have good golf etiquette, but I always will allow people to pass us when we're playing slow.
Has Rieger ever thrown a club?
Oh, stop.
Have you recently broken a club?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like on the first hole?
No. This was at least on the 8th hole. So I went about seven good holes.
I think we're learning a lot about my man's golf etiquette.
You guys suck. You know that? I'm not on trial here. I did the right thing.
You kind of are. 97 won the ticket.